It's Belgium, it's Tunisia, it's Panama. Where do you think England should look to or hope to be finishing in that group?
First, probably. I
Right.
think so. I mean, Belgium have, as you know, Paul, as well, an extraordinary squad. One of the best, arguably the best in Europe, quality-wise. But they also have Roberto Martinez in charge, which I shouldn't be too harsh, probably, but there was a recent friendly where even Kevin De Bruyne hit out and said we're not organised enough. Mexico were tactically better than us, and it caused a bit of storm, of course, and so on. So I think England. We always get we can get our hopes up here, but I think under Southgate and with Guardiola and Pochettino in the country, working with Sterling and Kane and Ali and so on, I think there is reason to be optimistic.
You know, we've got a young group, and it's significant that although it's not this generation, it's below, there is a culture of success within St George's Park, if you like, and there's maybe a pressure on this group looking below them rather than looking above them at what's happened before them, to say, actually, do you know what? We should try and prove that it's not just whether the kids can turn it on, like, what about us? So I think a lot will be, like a lot of football, a lot will be in the mind for England, and it's how they prepare for that, how they get on with each other, how they live together, how they travel around, how they cope with that month away, all those things that will be influential, as well as the quality of opposition, what kind of tactics they might play.
On the plus side for England, though, Belgium suffer from those very same problems to an extent, in terms of when they come up against teams that defend en masse against them, the pace of their play slows down a bit and becomes a bit ponderous. And there's a suspicion that they're mentally weak against bigger teams. They sailed through qualification but weren't really tested. That's something that, in fairness to Roberto Martinez, he has tried to address, which is why, much to the consternation of Jose Mourinho, for example, he fielded a really strong team in the last game against Bosnia away, which was a tough game that they didn't need to win because they'd already qualified, but they went all out to win and won 4-3. He's also changed tactics and tried to embed a shape. In fact, when Kevin De Bruyne criticised him after that 3-3 draw with Mexico, Martinez said that was all part of his plan. He wanted to leave the defence exposed to see how they would cope.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that defence, that when their main defenders are out, their backup is really weak. You know, when Kompany, Alderweireld and Vertonghen are out, and there's a risk that those guys will be out because they're injury prone. You get people like Dedrick Boyata coming in, Laurence Simon from Montreal, Impact, and guys like that.
It's a long time away. Many things can happen before we even get to the tournament, never mind what actually happens in the tournament. But Amy, who do you think is going to win the World Cup?
I think Marcus called it before. I think Brazil or Germany are the obvious favourites. It's whether someone else can get above them unexpectedly.
Paul, do you think there's anybody who can do that?
Well, outside of them, there's Spain and there's Belgium.
Spain and Belgium. You back Belgium as proper contenders?
Yeah.
And I'd probably put Belgium in a dark horse bracket. Marcus, would you have a dark horse for the World Cup?
How long can you be a dark horse for, though? That's the thing.
Until you win a World Cup, I think.
I would say France then, because if they click and if they sack the champ, maybe. No, they probably won't be. He's got a new contract, hasn't he? But France, if they click with Dembele and Griezmann and Pogba and Titi, so Lloris at the back, the quality is outstanding. So that's my dark horse, if they can be a dark horse.